A small rectangular park has a perimeter of 560 feet and a diagonal measurement of 200 feet. What is its area in square feet? So we have a rectangular park. So let's say it has a width of W and a length of L. And so we know the perimeter, so 2L plus 2W is equal to 560. So we can factor out a 2 here. Then this gives divide each side by 2. L plus W is equal to 280. And then what else do we know? We know the diagonal of a rectangle is equal to 200 feet. So what do we know based on that? This is a right triangle, so we know W squared plus L squared is equal to 200 squared, which is 40,000. Okay, so what can I do here? So then what am I asking for? I should actually say, so I'm looking for the area here. So I'm looking for W times L. And so how can I get that here? So it looks like I can try just substituting. So I can say something like W is equal to 280 minus L. And then for W in my first equation, substitute 280 minus L. But then I got to square that, and that's going to be a lot of, I don't even know if we'll be able to solve that eventually. That's just going to give us another quadratic here, complicated one. And so I'm trying to look here. Is there another way I can solve for WL? And one thing I see is, well, I know what W plus L is. And I also know that if I have something that's just in the format, A plus B or W plus L squared, that should be equal to W squared plus 2WL plus L squared. And the reason this came to mind is because if we're looking for WL, well, now I have WL appear in my equation. And so what do I know is I know, so the W plus L is 280. So 280 squared should be equal to this guy. But I also know what W squared plus L squared is. That's equal to 40,000. So 40,000 plus 2WL is equal to 280 squared. So before, if we were doing substitution, we would be trying to solve for W and L individually, which might be very hard and complicated to do, especially without a calculator. Here, we're going to try and solve for W times L without solving for either of them individually. So that should be a little bit easier. Now we still got to find out what 280 squared is. So just what is 28 squared? That's 64. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 6 is 22. 16 again, put a 1 up here. 784. So that means 280 times 280 should be 784 with 2 zeros, 78,400. So 78,400 is equal to 40,000 plus 2WL. So subtract 40,000 from each side, and we get what, 38,400 is equal to 2WL. Then divide each side by 2, and we should have our answer. W times L, also known as the area of my rectangle, is equal to 19,200. A. Well, that's a very complicated problem. I would not hesitate after 2 minutes to just say, I'll allocate my time elsewhere.